There you are. Target acquired. No hard feelings. Uh-oh, error.
Okay, so you know when two things just match up and they just you didn't mean for it to happen, like, at all? Yeah, that's what happened. I laid down that track. I was going to pinch like this tiniest piece for intro music, and then as I laid it down, it just happened to go, uh-oh, error, and I was like, no. So that got left in. If you guys want to hear the rest of it, I'll leave it at the end. It's a pretty cool track. It was the other one that I was going to attempt montage practice with, shall we say. You know, good stuff. Any which way, welcome to the new channel with a little bit of humor in the front, I hope. And yeah, what are we going to be chatting about? We're going to be chatting about Battlefield 3. I would go into a very long sob explanation as to why the other channel got shut down, but you know what, I just staying up for it, and yeah, you know, I'm happy to be here. So we're just gonna crack on making good videos, and we're gonna have some fun with it at the same time. So get on board. Remember, sharing is caring, of course, people. So the more you spread the word, the more everyone's gonna know that we are kicking it all off again. So what are we going to chat about? Battlefield 3. Let's get onto it before I digress and, like, you know, kind of go off on a mad mission as I have done every other time I tried the video. And then I was like, nah, you know what, just liven it up a bit and then add some music, and hey presto, that happened. So we'll crack on with the commentary and some of the things that I want from Battlefield 3. Although some of the things that I wanted from Battlefield 3, I hear through the grapevine, have already been added or already been spoken about. So of course there is the almighty team deathmatch. There is going to be a team deathmatch mode apparently, which is really cool. Something I'm looking forward to. That's going to be an all-out slugfest. I mean, I don't know how it's going to work. I mean, oh man, it could just get hairy. It really is going to be great fun to see happen. So I look forward to that. Then of course there's things like the prone position being added. Definitely a thumbs up for the prone position going in there as well. Always thought it kind of didn't make sense how you could go down on one knee but never scrape the ground with your belly. So you know, off we go. Classes, you know, just through the grapevine and the old Wikipedia and the whatnot and the bits and pieces I have been reading about Battlefield 3 whilst looking into it, were that the classes have been kind of changed out to mirror Battlefield 2. So so we're basically like, you lose medics, but assault class can carry a deep fib unit. So kind of makes sense really. I mean, I'd much prefer to have a medic, well, a medic type class, but be running with a decent assault rifle instead of the big, you know, like machine guns. So that sounds like a bonus to me. I'm pretty chuffed about that one. That sounds all cool. But I'm not too sure how certain things are going to pan out either. I mean, if we've got the prone position, what's going to happen with the snipers? I mean, hey, I'm all up for it. I absolutely love the idea of, you know, crawling up across the old, you know, across the peak, and hey presto, just pop in the tiniest little nudge and just bang, you know, it's all over. Ain't nobody going to see ya. But I don't know. Is that going to kind of make the sniper overpowered? Is it going to lead to too many sorts of things happening? Not too sure, so we'll see how it all pans out. Of course, then there are, you know, people chatting about limitations on the console multiplayer and stuff like that. But to be fair, if you guys are playing on PC, then you're pretty much groovy. You've got absolutely everything. As far as I can like make out from what I've read, the only thing that's kind of getting nerfed down is ground space, as it were, for console guys, because we've got less troops on the ground. They've kind of limited the ground space, but they haven't limited the airspace for things like jets and stuff, which is pretty cool. So, you know, all you vehicle guys are going to get your nuts off on a pile of jets, and me, I stay out of the things. I'm absolutely hopeless. I really am. I don't touch them with a barge pole. As soon as the chopper's available, yeah, I'll jump in gunner. If you need a gunner, hey, no problems, I'll come fly with you. But nah, me, No, I'm the dude that like slams it into the middle of nowhere and everyone ends up with like epic fail across their screen because I was pilot. So nah, I kind of give up on the old hero planes a very long time ago. But I think it's going to bring in some really cool stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, a bunch of new weapons. I'm sure they're going to give us like some really cracking stuff. You know, Battlefield guys like to get in depth, of course, with all their true to life effects and whatnot. So that's going to be really cool to see. Obviously, we've got the new engine. I'm just pretty chuffed to see Battlefield 3 coming along the way it is. Yeah, as for wish lists, I don't think they could have added pretty much more to it. I mean, I wouldn't like to have seen it copy too much of like a Modern Warfare type of thing. I think it's good that they kind of stood their ground and they're being their own thing, and you know, just having fun with it the way they like to. And that's to get crazy. That's to get a bit realistic on your ass. So I think all in all, it's going to be an awesome game when it comes around. I mean, maybe, you know, as to if it is, of course, wish lists and stuff. Maybe, could we get like a big old APC, like some heavy ass armored vehicle that could like really just roll up against the tank, at least take 2 or 3 punches from a tank before it goes down, so you could rock up with a bunch of guys instead of having to, like, you know, rely on an engineer on the other side of the map, leaving this tank around for ages, or tanks that are posted themselves up on like foreign ends of a map and they're like miles away but they're still blasting down shells. If we could get something that we can all jump into and all of a sudden roll down and there's, you know, 4 guys there and the thing's got a nice speed to it, that'd be pretty cool. You know, vehicle wise, something with heavy armor and a bit of a decent speed on it as well that would put up with some tank fire. So, I don't know, you know, we're making up wish lists, aren't we? So everyone seems to be going down in this game. My team did end up losing. You know, it was just the very first game. I thought, well, I'm going to make a video for a new channel and get started. And then, of course, it was like, is that good enough? No, that's no, let's try again. And then I was like, you know what, sack this. I'm going to put up the very first game that I played, win, lose, or draw, and off we went. You know, top of the scoreboard, but we still kind of lost. We're kind of taking a bit of a pasting. So it could have been a bit more organised, but that's public matches for you. You win some, you lose some, people. So off we go into the wild blue yonder again. I do end up running around in circles because you kind of know it's lost when you get the vibe of the whole team, and it's like, oh man, I've hit a bit of a dud one here. Everyone's off on their own mission. So off we go. I'm on my own mission, so they may as well be. And we're going to crack on with the rest of this game, and then I'm going to leave you guys with the rest of that song. It was a Portal 2 remix, and really, I thought it was pretty cool. You know, if you're into that kind of thing, if that's your gig, if the whole dubstep affair isn't really your cup of tea, wow, then maybe not. But I suppose it's different over in American sides. I don't know if you guys are like really crazy about it, but you know, it's one of those London things. And I did London for a while, not in a rioting way, just, you know, I just stayed there for a while, a couple of years, and yeah, it's groovy down there, gotta love it. So off we go, because if I had a wish list for Battlefield 3, it would be that it comes to me working and we can all jump in, have a cracking time, get on with it and figure out what it's about, because sometimes, you know, you try to speculate too much and then people end up with like uber high hopes or something. I say let's just pull open the wrappers on release day and find out what's going on. Maybe have a blast at the beta, although I've given away the Modern Warfare, the Medal of Honor disc that I had that came with the beta, so I don't know if I'm going to go grab another one. I know there's loads of them available and they're really pretty cheap, but we'll see, because to be fair, I'm holding back a bit of dosh for old Bleach, because that's eventually coming over to the UK, and I definitely want my hands on that, so I'm gonna have some fun with that one. Let's go try save this dude. Dun dun. Alrighty, brilliant stuff. And yeah, you know, just bring a lot more stuff to the channel again. You know, kind of lost like what, 400 videos. I didn't lose them. I've left them there in kind of like, you know, remembrance of the fact that they are there, and you know, it does happen. But we need to start again, like I say, you know. So we scrapped that, and I'm kind of off on a new mission as to what to play. And then this whole crafty affair started, and everyone's doing like the Minecraft, and then someone said, oh, I've got to play Fortress Craft with them, and that's all down at the video store. So I downloaded Fortress Craft, which is like 240 Microsoft points. It's like absolutely nothing. But I don't know, it's kind of cack. There's no monsters like Minecraft, there's nothing else like that. There's a bunch of other craft type clones available on Xbox Live Arcade already. There's 3 of them. So I don't know, I'm not too sure. You know, games with like, you know, continual rides. I know in some respects it's a bit like playing Fallout sometimes, isn't it? You can just keep on going and just do your own thing and build up your own little world in your head. So I suppose sometimes it's more just a story, but we'll see. I might just have a blast at a few of them, but I definitely want to start a walkthrough. So I'm contemplating either the likes of Borderlands, because oh man, you gotta love Borderlands. It's straight out awesome fun, and I want to do something crazy long so we can of course get the video count back up, and let's try hit 100 vids really quick. So and have some fun with it at the same time. And I think the only games that kind of deliver in the marks of around 100 videos is going to be something like Borderlands or Fallout, and I'll think about Fallout again. Anyway, here is that awesome tune I promised you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. How's that? Have an awesome one, people.
Yep. There you are. Yep. Target acquired. Yep. No hard feelings. Yep. Uh-oh, error. Error. There you are. Sentry mode active. No hard feelings. Target acquired.
Field up.